It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. Mariota steps away to his left. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Mariota again. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Brady.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Saquon Barkley, 51 yards.
And the Jaguars will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. Well,
What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Smith.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. McKenzie now to return it. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Mariota to throw it. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field
have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Mariota. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Tariq Cohen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 81 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Play action. Now it's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A handoff to Barkley. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Barkley. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Barkley again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Saquon Barkley.
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
An extra point by Bass. Good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Mariota. This to Hines on the drop-off. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's airing it out for Williams. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To the air again, Mariota. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the red zone now, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
For the guys playing defense, this has been a really long drive, and physically, that's awfully taxing. But I think the hardest part is mentally. What do you do?
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
You'll get nothing.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Mariota on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and long here for Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. To return is McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
He's going to air one out. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deontay Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete here. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Brady. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 187 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. On play action, it's Brady. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in,
There was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Hines. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Play fake. Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They run with Hines. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 212 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. On play action, now Brady. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Brady's throw into the hands of Andrews. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mark Andrews, 28 yards. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. He's got it to Williams. That catch good for only a couple. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mariota now. It's caught by OBJ. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big gain there for the Bills.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He'll check this down to Hines. A good gain of 9 28.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. It's caught. Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Again, it's Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Jaguars. A.J. Brown, 46 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Buying time to his left. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Boy, 227 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and the lead will slow by 1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That'd be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 37-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Brady going to look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by Bass. Up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw again on second down. Mariota. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know.
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Fourth down, Mariota. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, check. Go bandit. 34.
Brady going to throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. One last shot now for Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs. About how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer, but in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars.